guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian African boxing. Please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe button right now. We are live. If you can hear me, say yes. We're going to be talking about a very important subject today. You know, a lot of you guys have been saying, oh, BBC, what thing they pay you? They're not paying me shit. You guys should know that when I say the home of Nigerian African boxing, it means I support my own first before anything. Wilder coming out lately to declare that he's a son of the soil, for me, really excited me in a way, because it's very hard to see our brothers across the pond, you know, embrace their roots. So we are going to be talking about Deontay Wilder's mindset as a fighter, a warrior in a way. Like I said the other day, I said Wilder reminds me of the great Ancestral who defended the Benin Empire in 1897 war with the British imperialist army, against the British imperialist army. And of course, not only them, African army as well, you know, who joined the British imperialist army to defeat Benin Kingdom, because at them being the African soldiers, neighboring tribes did not collide with the British imperialist army. There's no way they would have defeated us. That's a fact, you know. So Africans have been betraying Africans since 90 BD. 90 BD meaning since mankind began. I love in Vietnamese. But Wilder's, you know, heart mindset is different from every other fighter, you know, out there. The guy said in an interview that he don't mind dying in the ring. He wants to kill and get killed. He wants to die in the ring, you know. And that's just something you like. I haven't heard anybody say that before. Of course, we heard what I say before. Say he wants a body on his record, but him saying it again and again and again and again. This is why I think reincarnation really is real. Of course, my ancestors we believe in that, but reincarnation is real because it is something that. That we, you know, in African spirituality, we believe in. But what, you know, constant statement saying, "Listen, I don't mind getting killed in that ring." In his last fight, of course, he was getting beat badly by Fury. Fury was like really on top of Wilder. Wilder had no intention of quitting, of going out of that place. He wanted to die in that ring. Is that a good move? No, but Wilder to me that's why when he said he's an Edo guy, I didn't really doubt him for 1 second, because, you know, I started analyzing some of his statements in the past. That is how Edo warriors think, thought in the past. The likes of the great Asoro, you know, who of course may so rest in peace wherever he is right now with our sisters. You know, let's take a look at this video right here of Wilder, you know, really speaking his mind, man. Then you understand how desperate Wilder is to get in the ring again with Fury and what he plans to do to Fury. Of course, we know Fury is more talented than Wilder. He's more skillful than Wilder. I just want Wilder to win badly. I want Wilder to win badly because Fury is a venom, a guy who has played us, a guy who has toyed with us, a guy who has used us. I don't want Fury to fight Joshua, okay? I don't want Joshua to even give that guy payday anymore. I mean, I wanted it before, but that guy, ever since he played us, we the boxing fans, was in need of Joshua giving him a payday. I mean, Joshua is saying, okay, he keep reiterating that, oh, I want to fight, will fight Fury with or without a belt. I think it's okay, but if Joshua holds the belts, for example, and Fury has none, I don't think Joshua should fight Fury. Okay, only if Joshua, like for example, maybe after becoming undisputed, maybe he vacates it, or maybe vacates it, and then maybe they can fight. Other than that, getting there with Fury would not be is not advisable, in my opinion, because the guy doesn't deserve that payday, and he's really a snake in the green grass. So let's take a look at it, right, you guys. And then proceed. By the way, we have our brother in the house. Okay, we have our brothers in the house. Adewale is in the house. Isioma is in the house. And you know what that means. Okay, they're coming right here with bangers and with facts. Stay tuned, guys.
You are a film studier. You do study the sport of boxing.
I do study the sport of boxing, but I'm nowhere near Malik. That's just what he do. I mean, he's a master at it, and all day long. That's his TV screen. What I'm saying? That's his coffee in the morning. I mean, that's his walk in the park. That's his playground. When it's a nice sunny day, that's all he do. If he ain't on the gym, he's film studying. And I do my thing here and there. But when you're dealing with fighters, I'm not a hardcore studier. I don't really study my fighters like that because I know I'm a special individual. When they get in the ring with me, I know they're not gonna fight like they did that next opponent. I know they're not gonna take the appropriate measures that they took with that opponent that they had in the ring with me. I'm totally different. Just like with sparring partners, you can get as many sparring partners as you want. And I'm just blessed. I just look at it as I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. My grandma always told me years ago that I was anointed by God. And each and every day, of my adult life, I see what she's talking about. It ain't no coincidence why out of all these fighters, take the most heat. What I'm saying? When I don't do nothing but provide my greatness, as I've stated in the beginning, it ain't no coincidence why they so eager to try to break me. They so easy to try to break me mentally, physically, emotionally, but you can't. You can't when I'm chosen. I've been touched. I'm anointed. And once you know your purpose in life, it's hard to break that. My mind is made up. I'm a warrior at heart. They go back and understand me as I unfold my history and learn my roots. I'm of the Edo people. We're warriors. My tribe is the Edo people. We're warriors, baby. We're born to be warriors. We're royalty. We're fearless. That's why you can see me under so much influence in the last fight, but he still can't get me out. I may fall, but he get back up. And when you do, you're gonna have to continue to do. That's why I fight off of my shield. I'm willing to die in that ring. God forbid it for happening, but if it does, then so be. I have everything organized and ready to go. If something happens to Deontay Wilder, people don't have to worry about my family. They don't have to worry about nothing about me. They don't have to. You got people trying to save my life when they don't even know me. You don't know me. You don't even care about me. So stop pretending. Stop acting like you do, because you don't.
So, guys, you heard it. From Wada himself. That is an interview, the most scary interview I've seen of Wada. Like, of course, he said he's a proud Edo guy and he's very proud of his roots, his culture, and all this kind of stuff. But after, just taking away that part, just look at the way the guy is speaking. This guy is a listen, he's not a throwback fighter, he's a throwback ancestor. What is a throwback ancestor, not a throwback fighter? I'm talking about warrior. I'm not talking about the ancestors that sold our people to slavery. I'm talking about the people, the likes of Asoro the Great, who fought the British imperialist army, who defended their land, not the ones that sold out the cones in Africa. Let's go about Adewale. Wada's mentality is just something else, bro. His mindset as a warrior. I mean, why does Wada want to die in the ring, bro? Adewale.
Man, thank you, my brother. You know what? First and foremost, let me send a shout out to the good people in the comment section. Click on the like button as you come in. Let's have this premium boxing conversation, okay? The most important thing is be respectful to other people's opinions and just be respectful. That's it. You know what I think about Wilder? Because I've been following this guy for years, right? The guy is a savage in the ring. What he does, especially when he throws the windmill attacks, is he's trying to get you out of there. Before he starts throwing those windmill attacks, I mean, the guy is boxing cautiously. And then once he lands the right hand and you're hurt, he goes for the kill. That mentality of someone savagely attacking someone else. Mike Tyson was that way too. But in my opinion, Wilder is even a worse savage than Mike. Because like you guys have clearly seen, this guy has repeatedly talked about, I want a body on my record. And I don't even mind dying in the ring. And in this interview that you just shared with us, he's even explaining why you don't have to be worried about me if I die in the ring, because I've already made so much money to take care of my family. Life insurance is already covered. We have no problem. So forget it. That is my mentality. That is the clothes that I'm cut out of. I can't really fathom where, apart from alluding it to some ancestral connections, like you said, because I can't understand it, man. I'm not that kind of warrior. I'll be honest with you. I might be a warrior in some other aspects of life, but I just can't fathom myself willing to get killed in the ring in a sport, in an entertainment business. I just can't do it. So I give all credit to Wilder for having that mindset. It just shows that he's cut from a different cloth from an average person. That's all it is. And in the Tyson Fury rematch, the second fight, I'm going to be honest with you. As much as I'm a Deontay Wilder supporter, when they threw in the towel, I was happy because it was taking too much punishment. But then this guy was upset at the referee. He was upset at his trainer. He fired his trainer. This guy was upset, man, which shows you that he's not a normal person. And I strongly believe in order for you to be a long-standing heavyweight champion, a great fighter, a power puncher that punches people so hard in their temple, breaks his hand in the process, and still continues punching with that same hand, comes back after a few months, hand has healed, breaks that hand again on someone else's face, and still punches through the pain. That is a warrior, man. Like, I have absolute respect for Wilder. I don't understand where he gets his energy from. It just shows you that this guy is a natural warrior, point blank and period. And I know these types of conversations upset so many people because their job is to destroy Wilder. That is their job. But unfortunately, they are all going to be disappointed. It's just the truth. Anybody that speaks against this greatness that we're currently witnessing in this era of boxing, you're going to regret it at the end of the day, period. So shout out to Deontay Wilder for being who he is, unapologetic, a warrior, very strong-minded. Tyson Fury's team did everything to get him down. They cheated with their gloves. They allegedly spiked his water. Did everything possible. But they couldn't take it.
I don't know if that's Fury's team spike is what I do.
That's why I said allegedly. That's why I said allegedly. Yeah. So I mean, I give Deontay Wilder all the respect, and I believe he deserves the respect. And come July 24th, we are going to be celebrated.
Thanks, brother. You know, people are watching live right now. We have our brother on live who is very annoyed. Boardroom bully. He said, "Who paid you guys to sell out the Nigerian people to an American who tried to freeze out AJ?" Bro, this is the mentality I'm talking about right now. Deontay Wilder is another guy. Haven't you heard it? Don't you just heard it now? Is that Wilder is my kinsman? He's a Nigerian. What do you mean by who sell out? We're talking about Nigerian issue here. Don't you hear what I said? Nigerian and African boxing. I say that for a reason. It means if you identify with us, you trace your ancestry, you identify with Africa, I'm going to do the same. I'm not a coon. Okay, so don't, bro. Be careful how you talk, man. Don't let me block you here. You know, I respect your opinion, but don't say sell out. Who paid you? Who paid what? Wada tried to freeze AJ out. That was his team trying to do what they do. Joshua, did the same. Bro, it's boxing business. Is what happens in boxing. Don't take anything personal, bro. Some of you guys are just in your feeling like women, like pregnant women. Man, get out of your feeling, bro. This is not an RDBC fan. It's not an RDBC channel. There's a Nigerian African channel platform.
Bro, let me give you a response for these people. I'm gonna be respectful to them. These people need to understand something. Just because you support Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder are rivals, it doesn't mean you have to be an enemy of Deontay Wilder. Why don't you just appreciate the sport? As all the love you're showing towards towards Anthony Joshua, has he ever acknowledged you before? I just don't understand why you guys can't. You guys need to be logical. It's a sport. Support who you support. The fact that you hate, the person you support is a rival to someone else doesn't necessarily mean you have to hate that person. And there is a difference between constructive criticism and straight up hatred. What you guys are showing is straight up hatred. No constructive criticism. Nothing.
I hate self. The hate it means I don't just know how you get. I can't call myself a Deontay Wilder super fan or so, because I've always been the one that criticized him from day one, and I was on my right to do so, because after all, like I said, I'm very protective of my territory. If you come for my people, I come for you. Deontay Wilder's extremist fanboys, came for Africans and Nigerians, and came for Anthony Joshua, who is one of ours. And of course, I had to protect my own. It's just what it is, man. It's part of the human nature. Now Wilder, I've seen that Wilder, he's not his fan base. He's not he doesn't think, they don't think alike. Those fanboys of Wilder, a lot of them don't even know where they're from. They don't care. They just believe in, we're descendants of slaves and all this kind of stuff. We came from Africa. They don't want to know themselves. Deontay Wilder searched, he did a lot of research on himself, found out that he's an Edo warrior, an Edo blood. And the way he talks, like I said, Wilder is not a throwback fighter, he's a throwback ancestor. If you know the history of Asoro the Great, then you will know what he died for, how he died. Of course, I'm not comparing Wilder to Asoro any other way, because Wilder is here to kill. Wilder is here to exterminate more than 100 imperialist army. But at the same time, okay, he wants to exterminate Tyson Fury in his own way, because he feel like, he was done dirty in a way. Of course, Fury is a venom. I like Fury. But the guy is a venom, and it's so crazy that Fury has talked much more crap about Anthony Joshua than Wilder, and yet our Nigerian brothers have nothing against. They don't have. You rarely see them talk bad about Fury. All I hear, all I see is, Fury is good, Fury is that, Fury. But they hate on Wilder a lot. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a super fan of Wilder. I'm not going to tell you I'm a supporter of one. No. I was one of those guys that used to bash him, and I will still bash him if he make the wrong move, or say something I don't accept, or I don't see fit in a way. But so far so good. This guy showed me that he's already won. He wants to reconnect with his ancestry. That to me, that alone is enough for me to support this brother right here. Okay, is enough for me to support him to do the job come July 24th, because I do want to see that Joshua Wilder fight, and I want to see it ASAP. So if Wilder beats Fury, good, we'll see it. But if Fury wins, the Venom wins, then we'll see Joshua Fury, and I hope Joshua beats him. That's it. Fury has done all. He led us on as boxing fans. He made us believe that the fight was going to happen. He tricked us and all this kind of stuff. Yet, some of our Nigerian brothers, they don't have any problem against that. They don't have any problem about that. Fury is the same guy that has been calling Joshua brainless. He said Joshua has no brain. He talked about Joshua's private part. Are we gonna talk about that? I mean, I can put a video right here. You see what they talk about, but our brother will not say. They will not say that. They will not even mention that. Fury has said more disgusting stuff about Joshua than Wilder, but our brothers they won't see that. This is what I'm saying. Coning. He's not good. This is the reason why. Coning led to the fall of Benin Empire. We know that because without the help of the African soldiers who joined the slave masters. Okay, I mean, there is no way the British would have been able to defeat us because they didn't know the routes. The Coons showed the British the way, the route, the everything, the strategy and everything, because they didn't know where arrows and spears were coming from. But they were shown the way by the Coons who joined them to defeat their brothers. This is what I'm saying. So quick to bash one of our own, but very resilient when it comes to another person. Man, I'm gonna pack where I beg. I'm gonna pack where. Let's go about here. You see your man. Come in, brother. And then just take on this.
Quite interesting. Okay. I'll try to be as brief as I possibly can.
Well, take your time, bro. We're live. Take your time.
Wilder preparing to die in the ring speaks of the heart of a warrior. And I do believe that Wilder truly does have the nomenclature of a warrior. I'm going to have to establish that I have never been a fan of Wilder, even though I get excited by his fight. Excited because of the power punch, not excited because of the finesse of his fighting skills. Okay, I mean, whether he was fighting bombs, whether he was fighting run-of-the-mill fighters, whether he was fighting C-class or B-class fighters, in 41 knockouts out of 42 victories, that is almost non-existent in the history of boxing. All right, as a pro. So we must give the lad his credit where he should be credited. 41 knockouts after 42 victories is, you see the way those knockouts come. They come with that heavy haymaker that sends his opponents to sleep. All right. The first time I saw Wilder fight, I can't remember what fight it was. I said, no, if I was a boxer, I don't want to be in the ring with this dude, because he fights like someone who wants to kill. Now, if you want to kill, you also are ready to die. That's what it is. I grew up in the ghetto. I had lots of street fights. Okay, when we go out in that mood, it is either we're getting injured or we injure. Okay, it's either you're getting killed or you kill. That is the heart that I've always seen with Wilder. He might be saying it now, but that's exactly who he has always been. And that's why he was furious when he was stopped at the 7th round in the Wilder Fury 2 fight. I believe very strongly that the reason why McBellan was laid off was not because of the nonsensical talk about spiking his water. Okay, um, it's about Breland throwing in the towel. And I have said on this platform some time back that I think that with hindsight, Ryder should actually be grateful to Breland for throwing the towel, because we do not want to see anyone dying in the ring, particularly when you have a family. All right. Whatever fortune you may have made and start up for their future will not replace your presence in their life. The role that the father plays, okay, in the development of the children cannot be replaced by whatever material possession and material legacy you've left behind.
Fact. It's absolute fact.
In the third fight that we'll be seeing in next month, he wants to die, or he is ready to die, as he has said. What it does mean to me is this guy is going to throw in everything he has, whether it is skill, whether it is crude boxing, whatever it is. This guy is ready to make a Fury. Will that happen? Well, July 24 will tell. Do I wish for Fury to be messed up? Yeah, I do wish so, because I think that Fury's excesses are becoming rather very irritating and need some curbing. Okay. Does Ryder have what it takes to do that? Maybe he does, particularly with that haymaker that he throws with the right punch. Um, he caught Fury twice with it in their first fight, even though I think that Fury was not so much in good shape in that fight. But he caught him twice, so it does tell that Fury can be flawed. All right. I do hope that that happens again in the third fight. I hope that Ryder gets some redemption. If he gets some redemption, I'll be the happier. Sentimentally, on sentimental grounds, I'll be the happier. What's the sentimental ground? That Fury got silenced, one, and then two, that Wilder has traced his roots to my country, to my tribe. All right, but that's on the ground of sentiment. I believe this guy has the heart of a warrior. I believe he's going in there to kill or be killed. If I would go a bit away from boxing, but still within combat sports, when Israel Adesanya clinched the interim championship belt at the middleweight division of the UFC, it was the toughest fight that Israel Adesanya had in his MMA career, and was fighting Kevin Gastelum. All right. At the end of the fourth round, Israel's face was already completely defaced. Mouth swollen, forehead contoured, faces, made a mess of. But before the bell was rung for the fifth round, Israel was saying, "You're not going to beat me today. I'm prepared to die. I am Bieku," meaning I have the heart of a lion. Okay. And he went into that fifth round and he showed the heart of a champion. I'm hoping that that's what Wilder wants to show. So if Wilder is prepared to die, it means he's also prepared to kill. And the one who is down is the one who wants to really prove a point more than the one who is still standing. Wilder is down, Wilder is hurting, Wilder is bruised. Wilder's ego has been terribly brushed, and he wants to take his revenge. And I think that he has more of that bite, but I don't know if his mental state can carry through for that claim of his to be seen on the fight night.
Thanks, brother. I do appreciate it. You spoke very well.